We are now going to have, in the form of a slideshow, 5 minutes or less, from Dr. Steve O'Michael, who is within the Arcadia University Leadership in Global Education. And we're going to ask him, said no. What happened? Oh, we could not do it. Oh, so we're back to, give Dr. Michael a hand because I am so glad we're back to the regular program. Let's give him a round of applause. Prayer does work. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, sister. My name is Steve Michael. It's my delight to be with you today. I'm the provost of Arcadia University, and I joined Arcadia about 2 years ago. Before then, I was at Kent State University, where I was serving as the vice provost and chief diversity officer. I was one of the co-founders of NADOHI, National Association of Diversity Officers in Higher Education. Myself and Bill Harvey, I don't know if any of you would know him, the two of us started building that organization from ground zero. And it has grown now to become a very impressive organization today, national organization. That was something we had to do to respond to ACE's request when they called me at Ohio to begin to work on that project. But I'm not speaking on behalf of NADOHI. I used to be the interim president, the first vice president, the board member, and I resigned that a few months ago because it's beginning to be very difficult to be a provost as well as to be the chief diversity officer and do all those things at the same time. I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. You've just been told that is because of the limitation of the technologies. It's not possible for me to share that with you, but I do have a few things to say. I have a privilege, a unique privilege in life to be born in a very, very difficult place in life. And if you are born in a very difficult place in life, life becomes your first teacher, and the world becomes your first classroom. You wise up beyond your age. You realize things so quickly at a very tender age. You learn to ask questions that baffle adults, and you wonder about life. When the brevity of life flashes across your face every minute of the day, you question things, deep, deep things. And from that kind of agony and seriousness of life comes some kind of real wisdom. I was not always into diversity or affirmative action, but life put me in the middle of all these things. I recall what happened to me when I was about 7, 8 years old with a father who was doing some kind of missionary work in very difficult places. He was working with people that will build hospitals by day and trying to translate Bible by night and smuggle Bibles and medicines across borders and very difficult places. If they are caught, they could be killed and anything could happen. And I remember I was sitting at the back of the Jeep, old British Jeep, raggedy Jeep on raggedy road, and we got to a place, I was sleeping, but I heard some noise. It was about 5 a.m. in the morning, and I kind of woke up, and I look around, and he stretched his hand and put his hand over my head and pressed it down and said, "Don't look." Well, when you're 7, 8 years old and your parents say, "Don't look," you know what happens? All right? And as a minister's son, I know how to keep the rule and also break it at the same time. So I closed one eye and opened the other one. All right? So I opened the other one because I knew that what was ahead and around was unusual. I saw fires, sea of fires burning in all sorts of places. And as I looked, I saw people badly burned, dead, mutilated, and all sorts of things. Some fresh blood and all sorts of things. And he navigated himself, speaking different languages, and disappeared from there. And after a while, I I was shaking. I thought we were dead. I thought we were going to die that day. And then he asked me to sit up, and I sat up. And then at some point, when I found my voice, I said, Dad, why are they killing each other when they look so much alike? 8 years old. Why are they killing each other when they look so much alike? And being a minister, I'm always looking for a teachable moment. He turned around and said, what separates them is in their minds. That is why we are called to work on their minds. He said it several times. I didn't understand it, but he said it so much that it imprinted on my mind. What separates them is in their minds. And that is why we are called to work on their minds. That was my calling to teaching. That was the calling to every work that I have done. That as you sit down beautifully in front of me, you can be a see apart based on what is in your mind. I mean, your next door neighbor looking at you can be an angel or a demon based on what is in your mind. So the truth is, what separates us, I've seen that manifested. I had the opportunity to be in Afghanistan. I traveled there a few years ago, not too long ago, and I saw the consequences. I've traveled around the world and see the consequences of what separates people in their minds. The injustice that we have in this country and everything, I've seen it all. What separates us is in our minds. So to the extent that affirmative action can force the hand of the social system to pay attention to that, affirmative action becomes a solution, an answer to that. But to the extent that diversity can become a curricular experience, education to work on the minds of people. So there is a sense in the scripture that says the letter killeth and the spirit giveth life. But the same scripture that said the letter killeth and the spirit giveth life gives you both. You need the letter to understand the works of the spirit, and you need the spirit to give life to the letter. So I'm looking forward to a very exciting conversation here today, because the work you are called to do is to transform humanity, to integrate the human family, and help us discover the best in that humanity, is to make the world a smaller place and begin to change our paradigm about what it is to be human beings, what it means to be a society, and what it means to be a civilized society. Thank you.
Now I'm going to tell you, I don't care what kind of technology we had here today, you could not have done that in a slideshow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.